Jey Uso replaced Drew McIntyre in their King of the Ring tournament match against Finn Balor, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Finn Balor thought he was going to have the day off because Drew McIntyre's out injured or something. But
yes.
But Jey Uso covered for him, and Drew McIntyre showed up at the show, right? I think, yeah, he showed up in the crowd. So from the crowd, and he came to watch Jey Uso. But in the end, Jey Uso gets the victory. So yeah, just like you said, Vlad, Finn Balor struggling, not getting any victories. But let's see the ending. Just a spear from Jey Uso takes out Finn Balor. Okay, but Drew McIntyre, a very prominent character on this show. And he's not in the title picture, but man, he's like a star of this show. Like, I'm very impressed with how they're using Drew McIntyre recently.
Absolutely.
Like, sometimes when you don't put someone in the title picture, like CM Punk, remember a long time ago, if he was like not champion, he would blow his stack. But I think he's matured to the point where he's realized that as long as you're in a good storyline, in a strong storyline, that's good enough. You don't have to always be fighting for a title. You know what I mean? So.
True.
Mm-hmm. True.
All right, let's move on. Let's see what we got next. King and Queen of the Ring tournament. I like how they made the PLE called the King and Queen of the Ring. Equality for women, right, Vlad?
I got no comment. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. It's fine. But the funny thing is, it's the equality for women in Saudi Arabia. I think that's where it's a little bit like, really? Really? That's where we're getting equality for women, where they're really, like, women are covered. I don't want to make it a political thing, but you know what? It's just ironic that it's in Saudi Arabia. Is all I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna leave it at that.
All right. So CM Punk, speaking of keeping someone in a strong storyline like Drew McIntyre's rival at the moment, CM Punk showed up to the stadium in a nice car, in a nice gear, and he meets Adam Pearce, and he wants to go to the ring. So he has that much stroke where he could just tell them, hit my music, I got something to say, right? And he heard that Drew McIntyre just left, but he wants to call out Drew McIntyre for a fight. So I guess he's good to go or something. He looks like he's got his arm out. He's lifting it up and stuff. Like, get out there and work, man.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
So there he is, comes out. He talked for a while. I think he called out Drew, right? He called him out and he said, I'm going to wait here in the ring. Hopefully he'll get word that I'm here and come back, right? Which was kind of funny, I thought. I thought it would have been cool if he did actually come back.
Yes.
But that didn't happen. But did he say anything of significance here, Vlad?
Run his mouth about how
I can't remember of anything significant. I mean, it was a
listen to him.
Promo. Yeah,
hold on. Let me listen to him explain the situation with Drew McIntyre, because this is the whole conversation right now. Is him and Drew. They're in this feud. They hate each other.
I have to tune into this show that I was excited to be back on and listen to this guy run his mouth about how he prayed for me to be injured, and he's proud that I'm injured. And he prayed for this. He picked a fight. He picked a very personal fight with the pettiest man on the roster. Maybe even on Earth. And I said last week I was going to make his life a living hell. That's exactly what I plan on doing. But his bitching and complaining went from I injured CM Punk to CM Punk ruined my WrestleMania plans. CM Punk ruined my title aspirations.
Yeah, that's true. All right. So that's where they're getting to the WrestleMania stuff. But I thought it was interesting that he did kind of expound on how the feud got started, that he just didn't like him, that he was happy that he got injured, that he prayed that he get injured, and that his career wouldn't take off in his return to WWE. So it has a strong foundation of a feud here. Like, this is a real feud, and CM Punk is saying he's making it personal. So I think this is good. I'm surprised that he's here. I thought he'd be out a lot longer, like not even on the show. But okay, I'm still waiting to see when they're going to actually do the dance. But Robert, any comments on CM Punk here?
Well, regarding the feud, you pretty much covered everything I would want to say already. But there are a couple things I noticed that On a side note that I did notice. So starting from when Drew McIntyre started walking towards his car, all the way until CM Punk walked to the ring, WWE utilized another tracking shot. That entire
Oh, yeah.
sequence was one long tracking shot. Again, I guess this is like a thing that WWE is trying, and they did it before on a previous episode of Raw. So I did notice that, and also in the crowd during this segment, there's someone dressed up as Macho Man. And then later on in the week in SmackDown, I don't know if it's the same person, but someone else dressed up, or maybe it is the same person, someone dressed up as Macho Man, and I've been noticing that in a lot of recent WWE events, the Raws, SmackDowns, and I forgot the PLEs too. So I'm just wondering if it's the same guy or if it's like a thing now that someone just dresses up as Macho Man and just happens to be like at the very front row.
We'll
That's a
see
couple
if it
things I
keeps
noticed.
happening.
Yeah.
I mean,
But
maybe
as
I
for
could see
the feud,
WWE wanting to have a guy there that's dressed up as Macho Man. It could be a plant,
yeah.
but I don't know. I guess we'll find out if it keeps happening. But anyways, anything else?
No, yeah, as far as the feud, you pretty much covered it all.
All right, all right. Vlad, you want me to move on?
I think so. I think you both have said it all perfectly. It's been a good feud, and not much else I can really add. Why any
All
other
right.
thoughts?